Please stand in body or spirit as we sing our gathering hymn, We Give Thanks, which is number 1010 in the teal hymnal. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Hillsborough, where we strive to be an open and welcoming congregation to all who seek an inclusive community of both seekers and sages. We don't require that we all adhere to one specific creed or common belief or ritualistic practice, but rather we are a covenantal community, committed to loving and supporting each other in our lifelong quest for truth and meaning. So whoever you are, member, guest, or friend, and for whatever reason or purpose guided you here to join us today, in person or online, we welcome you. My name is Jeff Welty, and I'm the treasurer of the congregation. Today we have sort of an unusual service that's going to be led collectively by the Governance Council. And in addition to leading the service and making sure that we have a lunch to enjoy afterwards, the GovCo will be inviting everyone, members, friends, and guests, to join in a conversation about the mission of UUCH. Just so you know, our official theme this month is generosity, and that plays well into discussing our mission because it's through the generosity of everyone who's here today and everyone who has been here across the history of this congregation that UUCH survives and thrives as an organization rooted in love and a commitment to making the world a better place. The generosity of our time and talents, and of course, everyone's financial support, allows us to pay our wonderful staff, maintain this beautiful building, and plan and present weekly worship. Most of all, it provides a means for us all to create lasting and meaningful ties and connections. So today, we'll be exploring what it means to have a mission, and we'll begin the important conversation about what our mission could and should be. It's my pleasure to introduce the other members of the GovCo who will be participating in the service today. Kim Freeman is leading our stewardship team. Lou Goodall leads our leadership team, which in some congregations is known as a nominating committee. G. Cooper Volkheimer, walking through the door right now, is a member at large. Shauna Sanders is our secretary. And Dave Belt, who is away on a cruise, God bless him, represents the Ministry Council on the GovCo. Most folks here know that Allison Mahaley is our moderator. She's not here right now, but she'll be with us after the service as we have lunch and continue our discussions about the mission. Most of all, thanks to all of you for being here. You're the center of this process and what makes this congregation what it is. Before we get started for real, let's take a moment for some announcements. The one that I have is that there will be lunch after the service. It's going to be set up in the hallway, so please get some food and enjoy some social time, and then by about noon, pick your spot. You can either be in the RE classroom, the library, or in the yurt closest to Lawrence Road to be part of a small group conversation about the congregation's mission. And let's be sure your cell phone is turned off or silenced, aka in worship mode. Are there any other announcements for the good of the community?
The Songbirds, our singing group, is going to be practicing in here tonight from 7 to 8:30. Anybody who would like to is welcome to join us. So just let me know if you would like to be added to the email list. Just show up here tonight at 7.
Hi, I'm Aurora. Some RE-related announcements. That's religious exploration for our youth and children, for visitors. So number one, I think everyone knows that today is our dress rehearsal that will take place while grown-ups are talking about mission things. The kids will be in here with me and Heather, and Annabelle, and we will be practicing our Sacred Story skits, which will be performed during the service next week. So please bring your kids, and please come to watch all the work. There's been a lot of hard work by a lot of people going into this, so I hope we can make it to see it. After our skit is done, we're going to start focusing on doing a service project related to New Hope Elementary, and we're going to have a sacred symbol cooking related thing. We're going to learn about Jewish, Christian, and pagan holiday symbols, and we're going to by decorating cookies that are shaped like those symbols. And so I'm going to need, that's going to happen on December 3rd. Is that a Sunday? Yes, December 3rd. The same Sunday that after the service there will be a hanging of the greens.
Aren't you speaking on that day?
I am.
Okay.
There are other RE people. They will be doing the cooking. I think Shauna is the lead teacher that day. But on December 2nd, we are going to need to bake cookies because we don't have time to bake and decorate cookies during RE. We just have time to decorate. So at my house on December 2nd, there's going to be a cookie baking day, and I would love to have the help of at least 3 people, more welcome, to come bake cookies, and we'll bring them. So look, there'll be something in the e-news and like contact information for you. You can just say, hey, Aurora, I want to do that, and I'll put you on the list. So if you want to come to my house and bake cookies, that will be super fun, and we're looking forward to that. So that's all. And yes, I am speaking. I will not be decorating. Other people will be decorating with the kids, and then we will all enjoy them after the service as part of our coffee hour that day.
Any more announcements? If none, then let's prepare ourselves for our service today, and we'll begin with the lighting of our chalice, which is our time-honored symbol of the light and loving warmth of our community of faith. Our chalice lighting words today are Celebrating Blessings by Reverend Suzelle Lynch. The flame we kindle in the chalice of faith holds blessings of warmth and light and life-giving energy. It shines forth a beacon to guide us all home. It lights up our longings to connect and to share. It possesses the power to shape a world where equity and compassion reign supreme. May this warmth and light and life-giving energy celebrate the blessings we have claimed and help us extend them in hands and hearts that offer these blessings to all. Please stand in body or spirit as we sing our opening hymn, For the Beauty of the Earth, which is number 28.
Thank you. Good morning. Ours is a welcoming community where we find connection, a sharing community where our joys are celebrated, and a caring community where our sorrows are lessened. Each Sunday, we take some time to reflect on the special happenings that have occurred this week among our members and friends. Some choose to share aloud, while others choose to remain silent. Here we make room for both. For those of you who would like to share aloud, please take a moment before we begin to center yourself and collect your thoughts so that what you share is personal, heartfelt, and brief. So now please come forward, tell us your name, and share what is in your heart. When you are finished, you may release a stone into the vase on the altar. For those of you joining us online who would like to share your joys or concerns with us, please put it in the chat and tell us if you would like it read aloud, and we'll drop the stone for you. For those of you who prefer to silently acknowledge your joys and concerns remaining in your hearts, I invite you to come to the altar and release a stone in the vase in silence while Aviva plays Voice Still and Small. After she plays it through one time, you are all invited to join in singing this meditation song. The words are printed in your order of service. We hold all these things within the heart of this community, both spoken and unspoken, by remaining silent for a moment as we consider what has been shared and how we might respond. Let us close together with Amen and Blessed be.
Amen. Blessed be.
Now let's sing Our Beloved Children to class with the children's blessing located inside the back cover of your gray hymn.
All right, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We are on a mission. UUCH is here. We are a small but growing community of Unitarian Universalists situated in a rapidly growing area. We have this opportunity, which most organizations take periodically, to define ourselves in the context of the community, to definitively say to ourselves and to the world, this is who we are and this is why we exist. Discerning this statement, this mission statement, is worthy of our time and attention because defining or redefining our purpose brings us into focus as an organization. The mission statement can guide us as we make decisions about what to do next and where to put our precious and limited resources. Collectively, we get to decide this direction and craft a statement that hopefully each of us will embrace, find meaningful, and be able to use to explain to anyone who asks, what is UUCH all about? Why does that place need to exist? When we can answer that question in one or two short sentences, we will have effectively distilled our mission. So in order to set up our conversation this afternoon in a way that will be productive, we've chosen 4 questions for us to contemplate as a group during this service. a member of the Governance Council will kind of introduce each question and then give you a few minutes to jot down a few of your thoughts about each of those questions. The first question is big. It's, what do we aspire to mean to the community? Beyond being just a place of belonging, what do we hope to be? What would the community lose if we cease to exist? So we'll ask you to take a few moments to jot down a few ideas about that on a piece of paper that we're going to hand out. And then after a couple of minutes, we'll use our collection basket to collect your musings and thoughts, and that will be part of the discussion that we have this afternoon. So I think we're going to have possibly a musical interlude, is that true? While we pass out the sheets of paper, and then we'll collect them back up in just a few minutes.
For our next part, I'm going to give a reading from Jennifer Davis Hackett, titled, Can Unitarian Universalists Really Believe Anything? We truly are a theologically diverse spiritual community. Because there is such diversity of practices, ideas, and beliefs, some might say, UUs can believe whatever they want. They're almost right, except for being pretty wrong. You see, as a Unitarian Universalist, you can have different beliefs from another UU. You can even appreciate beliefs foundational to other religions as true for some people, even if they are not true for you. But when it comes down to it, UUs can't just believe whatever they darn well please and still call themselves UU. In fact, even the idea that UUs believe that people of other religions or no religion can believe whatever they want is not entirely true. We actively work to dismantle those beliefs and practices in the world that we believe cause harm to people, groups, and our earth. Unitarian Universalists believe in covenant. We commonly think of covenant as a sacred promise we make to one another to create an inclusive and welcoming community. But that's just a small aspect of the power of covenant. We also believe we are part of the covenant of life that leaves no one out of the circle of love. So now, please take a few moments to consider what makes us different from other religious groups in the area.
This is Choose to Bless the World by Reverend Rebecca Ann Parker. Your gifts whatever you discover them to be, can be used to bless or curse the world. The mind's power, the strength of the hands, the reaches of the heart, the gift of speaking, listening, imagining, seeing, waiting. Any of these can serve to feed the hungry, bind up wounds, welcome the stranger, praise what is sacred, do the work of justice, or offer love. Any of these can draw down the prison door, hoard bread, abandon the poor, obscure what is holy, comply with injustice, or withhold love. Choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world is more than an act of will, a moving forward into the world with the intention to do good. It is an act of recognition, a confession of surprise, a grateful acknowledgement that in the midst of a broken world, unspeakable beauty, grace, and mystery abide. There is an embrace of kindness that encompasses all life, even yours. And while there is injustice, anesthetization, or evil, there moves a holy disturbance, a benevolent rage, a revolutionary love, protesting, urging, insisting that which is sacred will not be defiled. Those who bless the world live their life as a gesture of thanks for this beauty and this rage. The choice to bless the world can take you into solitude to search for the sources of power and grace, native wisdom, healing, and liberation. More, the choice will draw you into community, the endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith, the life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us alone can save the world. Together, that is another possibility waiting.
The third prompt is, what would you like the congregation to be in 10 years? So we'll hand out the slips, have a musical interlude, and collect them back up.
last one, we promise. In 2011, this congregation affirmed the following. Our mission is to partner with the earth, embrace justice, advance freedom of thought, connect in love, and enrich our spirits. This is lovely. It really is. The acronym of peace is lovely, and goodness knows it is what we all want right now, given the horrors transpiring across both Europe and the Middle East. But partner, embrace, advance, connect, and enrich. Those are pretty lofty and not easily executable ideas. We believe these ideas are very much a part of the UUCH identity, but they do not tell us exactly why we exist. A mission statement is supposed to answer that very question. So for our final moment of contemplation, in order to get ready to have rich and meaningful conversations over lunch this afternoon, after lunch this afternoon, please jot down a few thoughts for us about what is best about our congregation and worth holding on to.
Thank you all so much for taking a few minutes to write down your thoughts about all of this. I recognize that for folks who aren't regulars here at UUCH, this is a pretty odd introductory service. It's not always like this. Oftentimes it's a little bit more regular, so to speak. But today's a little bit special, and I think we're off to a good start. So the Governance Council members who are here are going to take a look at all the contributions as folks are getting their lunch and breaking into small groups to have a bit of further conversation about our mission. So just as a reminder how that's going to work, once service is over, everybody's welcome to grab lunch in the hallway, socialize for a few minutes, and then pick their spot, the RE room, the library, or the yurt closest to Lawrence Road. And 2 members of the GovCo will migrate to each place. We'll have a little bit of conversation. We've got a couple of prompts to generate a little further conversation about this question on the mission. And thank you all again for participating in this part of the service.
At this time, each Sunday, we take up a monetary offering which supports our social justice work in our Orange County communities. This month, our plate offering goes to Justice United. Please donate by placing cash or checks in the offering basket, and if by check, please write plate in the memo line. You can go to our web and click the donate button, or you can use the QR code printed in your order of service. Thank you for your generosity.
It said OCIN, not
Um,
Do you know which is correct?
I'm not sure.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
It's a new month, so maybe.
Either way.
Either
So
way.
like-
Either way. Somebody.
What is this? 11-5, OCIM, Orange Congregations and
Okay.
Mission.
Great.
And people will find a way. Give light, and people will find a way. Give light, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe. Teach peace, and people will find a way. Teach peace, and people will find a way. Teach peace, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe. Stand together, and people will find a way. Stand together, and people will find a way. Stand together, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe. Reach out, and people will find a way. Reach out, and people will find a way. Reach out, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe. Give love, and people will find a way. Give love, and people will find a way. Give love, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe.
people will find a way. Sing out, and people will find a way. Sing out, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe. Give light, and people will find a way. Give light, and people will find a way. Give light, and people will find a way. People will find a way, I do believe.
I love that harmony. For the love, join me please in this. For the love that surrounds us every morning, for the friends beside us, and for the generous gifts just received, let us be truly grateful. We will now sing our closing hymn. We laugh, we cry, number 354.
We believe
our closing words, I will read blessed by our connections. We leave blessed by our connections to one another, to the spirit of life. Walk lightly, that you see that life is below your feet. Spread your arms as if you had wings and could dance in the air. Feel the joy of the breath in your lungs and the fire in your heart. Live to love and be a blessing to this earth. Now please join me in saying the words written in the order of service as we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go in peace, my friends, and blessed be.
I'm not in charge of you. Neither is she. We all.
Ours are on the floor.
We got it back started again. We got disrupted by being in the hospital most of the day.